Your thoughts on the match?
I thought, you know, I thought it was a difficult match. I thought it was a match that we made more difficult than we needed to make at times. I thought we had a lot of opportunities. We gave them some rhythm as well with the ball. So in the end, we made it a difficult match, but we got a good result as well.
It was a quick start. What did you think of that opening goal from Rocky there?
Yeah, I mean, the intensity, we said we want to have a good start for sure. We know the position that they are in the standings, and, we know road games are tough, and we wanted to make sure that we had a good start. So I was happy about that, but, wanted to make sure that we carried that momentum forward, which we didn't necessarily in the first half.
You brought a few of your regulars on the second half. Any reason?
Sorry?
You brought Franklin on the second half. You brought Diaz. You usually make them start.
Yeah.
Any reason to?
No, just rotation. Obviously, with the team is important. So we got a quick turnaround. So it's just rotation.
You were surprised with Diaz scoring right at the moment.
I mean, he's had a good week in training, so we expected. That's why we wanted to bring him in. He was away with Puerto Rico for a little bit, and then he got an injury that kept him out, and it took some time for him to get back in the swing of things. We thought this week he had a good week of training, and we wanted to make sure we rewarded him. And in the end, he scores a goal for us. So.
Do you like the combination between Franklin and Diaz?
Yes, very smart players, technical players. So to have those types of players together in close proximity on the pitch always helps for sure.
Another 3 more points. Are you preparing your bags to go to the States for the playoffs?
Yeah, well, we got Chicago first, and nothing's set in stone, so we got to get the job done for the next 5 matches.
A bit of a scare at the end there. Would you have been happier without that, or was that a bit of a good wake-up call for the boys there, do you think?
I mean, it's part of the match. They have to deal with those moments too, right? So.
Yep. And what are you saying for the guys ahead of the quick turnaround for Chicago on Thursday?
We just said that, yes, we're happy that we got the result, but there were things that needed to be better for sure with the group today, and to say that we need to be improving quickly because we got a quick turnaround here against Chicago.
Perfect. What is the difference between this season and the previous seasons? You believe that your team is becoming into an excellent team?
I mean, it's not fair to compare because it's a different group of players, different dynamic, different year, different younger players coming through. So it's really difficult for me to answer that question.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
It was a tough game. I felt we didn't have our best game today on all fronts. I felt like we could have put away a couple more of our chances that we had, and to be fair to Cincinnati, they stayed in the game and kept the pressure on, and I think especially in the second half we let them into the game a little bit and made it difficult for ourselves at the end, but credit to the guys who finished out the game and helped us get the win.
Can you walk us through your goal? We think it's the fastest goal in
That's awesome.
Digging,
That's awesome. Well, our objective of the game was to score an early goal, so I think we did that. But yeah, I think a ball got played in over the top to Peruzza, and then I was just waiting for him to play it back to Caden, and as soon as Caden got his head up, I felt if I could just get in front of my man and he played a good ball, then I could get my head on it, and he did just that, and I was able to put it away.
We see you running out of gas almost at the end. It was maybe because some of the players kind of tried to injure you or something?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of knocks today, and I think I have been over the last couple games. But yeah, it was a hard game. We did a lot of running. They had numbers up in the midfield a lot, which made it difficult for our front three to consistently keep pressure on them. But we got the result in a game where we didn't play that well, and that's what good teams do. So
we saw you on the field, and we were wondering when they were gonna make the change. Like everybody was wondering when the coach is gonna make the change. You were at one point left on the floor, on the field.
Yeah,
you were wondering why nobody's looking at me right now?
Yeah, a little bit. I felt in that moment I felt my quad go a little bit, so I had to stop and make sure I can prepare myself for the rest of the season, because these last 5 games are really important too.
Another 3 more points. How is the mentality? How is the team feeling now that you guys are on the second place?
Yeah, I mean, I think from where we were at the start of the season to where we are now is a big difference, and we're now trying to just keep setting that record of the longest unbeaten streak. And I think we set that tonight, and we want to just keep it going.
A little bit of scare at the end there. Was there ever a moment of doubt, or did you know your side would find the winner there?
I think there's always a little moment of doubt when you lose momentum in a game like that. But I was watching from the sidelines, so that's hard. You know, you have to really put faith in your guys who are out there, and I did, and they came through for us. So.
Sir, go ahead.
If it wasn't for that goal, you guys kind of got used to for the penalties. You were surprised with Diaz's goal right at his substitution.
Yeah, I mean, I think Diaz has had a difficult stretch at the moment. He hasn't got a lot of minutes, and he came in and proved himself, and that's what you got to do to get back on the field, and he did just that.
In case it will go to penalties, you were prepared to be on the PK?
I wasn't, because I was out of the game, but our team practices them every week in practice, so we're always ready for that. But I'm glad we didn't drop any points today. That was a massive 3 points for us.
How do you approach this quick turnaround ahead of Chicago this week?
Yeah, I think the importance of this week is going to be the depth of our squad, and I think that's been one of our strengths all year, is different guys have stepped up in different moments, and that's what's going to need to happen against Chicago. They're a good team, and we're looking to get some revenge from our loss last a couple months ago against them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For all the people that is following you on the social media, can you give them a big shout out?
Yeah, it means a lot that we do have support from people, and that's what keeps our team going. And we've got a good stretch of momentum right now, and the first team do as well. They're starting to play better, and thank you for all the support, and we appreciate all of you. So keep it up.
Thank you.
All right.
Perfect.
Thanks.